Okay, so this is how I do the fence planks. Just use some evergreen sheet. You can use 10 thou, 15 thou, or 20 thou, whatever you choose. And I make little incremental marks with a ruler every 1/8 of an inch, which is about a 10-inch board. So I mean, depending on the fence, it can vary. 12-inch board, 10-inch, 8-inch, whatever. So these are about average 8 or 10-inch board. And so I'll just scribe each strip with a X-Acto blade, right, number 11 blade, and then I just fold them and then pull them off. And I want them to be random. Like if you scribe them this way on your own, you'll get a bit of run out, and that's what you want. Like, you don't want all the boards to be completely symmetrical. So I just scribe them. You don't have to scribe them that hard. That's the beauty of evergreen styrene plastic, is you can just scribe and then fold and snap, right? It just snaps away. Any thickness, you just scribe and snap it. You don't have to literally cut the whole piece right through. So yeah, and there I've just started getting strips. I mean, you'll save money if you just buy sheets. You get 3 sheets for $5 or something. If you buy the strips, it's $3 a pack, and so you get 2 or 3 times the amount if you cut your own. So. Okay, so as you can see here, I have a bunch of planks cut. So I just basically take a razor saw or blade. There's so many different variations of these. This is by XL, I think, and this is a Zona, I think, right? It really doesn't matter. Just find the tooth that you want. Like, this one's fairly fine, but it still works. But I don't know where I got this blade, to be honest. I can't remember. It might be X-Acto or XL, but it's a little more coarse, and it works well for distressing plastic at this scale. So I just give it a couple of passes, flip it over. You can just do one side if you want, but I like to do both sides so I don't have to sort through the best side every time. And then also it'll help glue a lot better too. So that's all I do. So I'll just distress all these lengths. That's where the work is, right? And then doesn't take long though. And then I'll cut random lengths for the fence planks, probably a scale 12 feet or so. Okay, so here we have 4 rails, 2x6s. These ones right here, number 8206, HO scale 2x6s. And I've taped 4 of them on this board here. And this is HO, this is about a 12 to 14 foot fence, wooden fence. So in practical measurements, it's about 1.5 inches from the bottom rail to the top rail. So the whole fence is going to be under 2 inches, so around 12 feet, 14 feet. And you can see I've cut a whole bunch of planks here. And all I'm going to do is, I'm not going to worry about run out too much here, because that's what I want. Okay. So, and I'm just going to lay it on like that. You can try a square if you want to initially square up the first one, but as you chase them, you want a few gaps here and there. So there'll be a bit of a gap there, see, on the next one. Some of these have different widths to them too, right? So I'll leave a little bit of a gap in some of them. Yeah, you just have fun. See, here's a really wide one that I won't use right now, but I might use it to board up or to patch a piece or something. So yeah, don't be afraid to change up the widths and to add character to the fence as you build it, right? Let's see, here's one here. See there? That's just a random piece. That's the idea, so I'm going to run that all the way along. I need just over 2 feet. Here's half of it done. It's just over 2 feet. I just got to tape down the 4 rails on some penciled lines basically and just start tacking down pickets individually and just, cutting into them, breaking them up a bit, adding a bit of character to the fence. Okay, so here's the fence completed in terms of the build. Took me about 2.5 hours. I just slapping on planks, and you can see that this particular fence is 13 feet high. There were plenty of fences like this industrial style wooden fences, were quite common in the 70s, 80s, and are still around to this day. If they're built out of cedar, they're still really good, especially up here in the Northwest where the Western red cedar is of excellent quality. So there's 26 inches of it, and I randomly cut, planks here and there as I glued them on. You can elect to stain or paint the planks ahead of time and cut to length, and you'll have might be easier for you. I don't know. I like to just paint them all at once now. I like to just go at it with a small brush and randomly stain and control the overall fence. So yeah, and it's quite flimsy too, so which is kind of nice. And then when it's on the plywood taped down and being glued too, you're going to have it where the rails get tacked down because of liquid cement, but that's okay, don't panic, because you just come at it with a big flat Olfa knife like this here, and or a carpet knife or whatever you want to call it, and then you just slide it along, pushing more down the blade towards the wood so that you don't cut into the plastic, and it'll lift. You just saw it back and forth like that, and it'll lift no problem. And then you just go all the way along and the whole fence lifts off as one piece. So you can see how sturdy it is, right? And I'll just show it now on the layout unpainted. Okay, so here's the fence, all 26 inches of it. Would be about a scale 170 feet. And as I mentioned earlier, it's HO scale 13 feet high, so it's suitable for a wooden industrial fence that would have been common in the 70s and 80s. And if it was built out of Western red cedar, it would still be good today. Sure, there's plenty of them around. You can check the internet for images. You'll see that there's lots of fences like this today. So yeah, so I'm pretty happy with it. It didn't cost much. I would say the materials for this was about $3. I only used half a sheet of 15 thou evergreen plastic, and then one package of 2x6 rails, which was, okay, $3 for that, and the sheet would have been $1 or something. So under $5, and 3 hours work and a cup of coffee later, and I got a nice little scale custom fence, right? I just want to encourage you to just try and scratch build. It's not hard. It really isn't. Just try it out, and you'll be amazed how really sort of basic and easy it is. Just start with basic fence with some pickets. That's all. Once you get the juices going, there's no limit to what you can build, right? Okay, so thanks for tuning in, and I hope you have a great day. The next episode will probably be the painting of it. Oh, I got a few other features coming up too, so hang in there and we'll see you soon. Bye now.